Okay, so let's go through an entire back and biceps workout. I love training back and biceps together. I almost always start my workout with resistance bands. Here I'm doing curls. I do 3 sets of about 10 or 12, just depending on how I'm feeling. Then I go to bent over rows. You want to be sure you don't roll your back here. Keep your back nice and flat. Elbows come straight back and squeeze. It's very important that you squeeze even in the warm-up. Okay, let me take a second right here to explain my outfit. It was St. Patrick's Day, the day I recorded this workout, which is why I have so much green on and I look so festive. Anyway, I'm doing supersets today. I'm supersetting back and biceps, and I'm on a linear periodization program, which I might explain a little bit later. But basically, this week, my reps are in the 12 to 14 range, and here I'm just doing basic bicep curls with a moderate weight. And then I superset that with one-arm rows. You want to be sure when you do these one-arm rows that your elbow stays tight into your body and you get a full range of motion, reaching all the way down and slowly pulling all the way back. And again, trying to focus on really squeezing the back at the end of this movement. And the next superset we're doing is cable rope hammer curls. Again, here you want to be sure that your elbows are tight into your sides, and then on the concentric motion, which is the motion going up at the top, you want to do a little squeeze, and then slow on the eccentric motion, which is the motion that's going down, you want to go a little bit slower. You actually pull more muscle fibers on the negative than you do the concentric. We are supersetting that with cable crossover pulls here. Again, I want to set the cables a little slightly higher than mid-range and come down at an angle, straight arms. It's really hard to focus on keeping it in the back and not putting some of the motion into the rear delts here. So you got to be sure the cables are up a little bit higher than mid-level to really focus on the back. The next superset is back on the cables with straight bar curls. When I'm doing a rep range of 12 to 14 or higher, I like to use cables. No specific reason, it's just my preference. Again, here with the straight bar, elbows are staying tight into the sides of your body. Again, a little squeeze on the concentric, slow on the eccentric, just the way we did the rope hammer curls. And we're going to superset these curls with some lat pulls on the cable machine with the handles. And I'm sitting on the floor. Rotating my wrist in towards me on the eccentric motion allows some of the work to be put into my biceps. So I'm working my back and my biceps at the same time. Again, you're going to squeeze on the eccentric motion, a really good squeeze there. Then we're moving on to incline curls. These are killer, especially when you're trying to get to 12 to 14 reps. So I'm using a lighter weight than I normally would use on curls. You want to keep your elbows as pinched into your sides as possible and just curling up at an angle. Again, squeezing on the concentric motion and going as slow as you possibly can handle on the eccentric motion on the negative. So the last superset of the day I'm doing is 3 back exercises done back to back to back. Lots of back here. Wide grip, cable rows here. Reaching forward slightly to open up my back muscles, and then I'm pulling my elbows straight back and I'm squeezing my back. I know I keep saying it over and over again, but when you're working your back and doing these exercises, the squeeze is very important here. And I'm supersetting this row with high cable rows with the close grip bar here. And my foot is resting on the bench, reaching up to open up my back, driving my elbows straight back, and again, giving my back a nice good squeeze. And again, I'm going for 12 to 14 reps here. Actually, if you haven't tried this exercise, I would suggest you try it. It really works the back out nicely. Every time I do this, I get sore. And then I'm supersetting these rows with barbell rows with the easy curl bars. And I'm doing an underhand grip here. Reason being is when you switch your grip to underhand, it puts some of the work into your biceps. So I'm giving my biceps some work and my back some work. A nice lean over, your back stays straight, your chest stays tall, look straight ahead, and just give your back a nice squeeze. I hope this video helped you try some of these exercises, try this whole workout routine if you want, and let me know how you like it.